For if we sin willfully, after we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remains no more sacrifice for sins, but a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation which shall devour the adversaries. How many of you want to be the adversary of God? Well, go on and sin willfully. After you knew the truth, go ahead and do it again. Go ahead and turn your back on Jesus. He told you, he who puts his hand to the plow and turns back is not fit for the kingdom. The only way to heaven is through that kingdom. It's through Jesus Christ. You better seek him with all of your soul, with all faith, that he would set you free from all sin and make you holy. This Bible has told you over and over and over again, the entire New Testament, which is contrary to all of your churches. The churches have fallen. Romans chapter 6, it says, what then? In 15 forward, shall we sin because we're not under the law but under grace? It says, God forbid. It said, God forbid that you sin, though you are under grace. It says, know ye not that to whom you yield yourself servant to obey, his servant you are to whom you obey. So let's make sense of this. If you serve, I don't know, lies, and you serve fornication or adultery or whatever, sin, who's your daddy? Who's your master? The devil. Whoever you obey, that's your master. For you are that thing that you serve, you are their servant. So it says, whether of sin unto death. So there you go. How long is the second death? Eternal. How long? Eternal. Forever and ever and ever. Or obedience unto righteousness. So if the obedience leads you to righteousness, in 1 John chapter 3, it said those who are righteous do righteousness, are righteous even as he is righteous. How righteous is that righteousness? Free from all sin. That means the power of God must be real to set you free from sin. So let's read. God be thanked that you were the servants of sin. That's true. But Jesus saved our soul. So you have obeyed from the heart that form of doctrine which was delivered you. Being then made free from sin, you became the servants of righteousness. This means your churches are 100% liars from Satan. Do you hear what I just said? I work for the Lord. I'm responsible for every word that comes out of my mouth. And I said, your churches are of the devil. And if they're mad about it, well, they can come see me. I really don't care. Last days are now. The sheep are getting rounded up away from your fake churches so that you can get out of here. The Lord is about to deliver his people, and the wrath of God is fixing to deal with this earth. There's a storm coming. Every person in sin will be hewn down. Every last one of them. Judgment begins first at the house of God. You better think long and hard about this salvation. Y'all better get out of your fake church shenanigan false theaters and seek Jesus personally. I'm sick and tired of hearing these people say, well, I have a personal relationship. You ain't got nothing. Let me go back to make sure you understand again. You got a personal relationship? It says, 1 John 3:6, whosoever abides in him sins not. Whosoever sins has not seen him, neither known him. You ain't got no personal relationship with him. You got a personal relationship with the devil if you still sin. And it ain't my fault that you listen to a devil telling you that he's Jesus. Do y'all think the devil's not going to lie about some things? He's the father of lies. He lies to you all day. He uses Jesus' name all day. Y'all should have known that when you saw that man in that bathrobe called the Pope telling the whole world he's the vicar of Christ and God on earth. You should have known when you saw these liars coming out of Utah claiming to be the Church of the Latter-day Saints. They ain't a saint in there, a bunch of devils. You should have known when they came to your door knocking, hello, we're the witnesses of Jehovah. Oh, really? You can take your 10-speed and kick rocks. Get off my property in Jesus' name. Y'all should have known better than let these liars lie to you. Just because they're on 10 speeds or in some silly building with a black suit on and a white collar, and you could tell that those are devils with costumes. You should have known better than to turn your back and think that the Pentecostal church, the Baptist church, the Methodist church, the Church of Christ, and any other church is not a part of the same old system. That octopus has a lot of legs. Any place that doesn't not only lead you to 100% free from sin, but they themselves walk free from sin, they're not the church. You're in a spider's web.